Welcome to Heriot-Watt University for your Master's Programme. This short presentation has been put together to let you know that the Careers and Graduate Futures team are here to help you with planning your next steps, and to start you off with a few pointers as to what you might need to think about over the next semester or two. We will consider timings, what happens when, some key messages to think about over the next few weeks, how to continue to get help and support from the careers team, and what events you might expect to see happening during the year, and obviously how to keep in touch with us. Timings will be one of the most important things to consider, and it may seem strange for postgraduate students who are only beginning their studies with Heriot-Watt University that they need to, almost from day one, consider how to plan to leave. Graduate roles will be advertised very, very early, and indeed some are starting to be advertised already. And applications will also be expected early, so please don't delay. What we don't want to do is miss out on some fabulous opportunities just because you don't do things in good time. Now, getting your degree is of course very important. However, in the world of graduate employment, it is only one part of the equation. There are a few other things to think about too. How are you going to ensure that you stand out from the crowd, given the large number of other graduating students who will also be seeking their first graduate role? Well, perhaps this outline from colleagues at BP could help a little bit. Most graduate employers will think along the same lines. And as you'll see, the technical excellence or your degree knowledge only plays a part in the overall package. Your skills, your experience, and your attitudes are also vital to ensure success. So you need to be able to identify those skills and also be able to explain and communicate these positively to any potential graduate recruiter. So there's some thinking to be done. So what support can you get from the careers team? Well, we can help you with your career planning in choosing the appropriate routes. We can support you in your job hunting, finding out where the opportunities are and where the employers are in your field. And then we can help you navigate the whole application process, looking at individual CVs and applications, right through that wide range of other processes that graduate recruiters will use as part of the recruitment cycle: assessment centres, psychometric tests, and interviews. For those of you who are looking for part-time jobs while you're studying, we can also try and help you in sourcing those and try to make applications for those types of opportunities. And for those of you who are wanting to work more globally, thinking about an international career, we can help point you in the right direction. For those of you who are currently international and wanting to remain in the UK, we can try and help you navigate that system of visas and work permits, etc. too. So all of the career issues that you might like to consider, we should be able to support you with. So how do we go about supporting you with all of that? Well, you will find that we have a Grad Futures careers platform where we've brought together all the career support in the one place. Now you can access that through the student portal on My HWU, and it's a simple email registration with your university email address. And on that platform you will then find individual careers appointments with careers consultants that are available for you to book online. We have a job vacancy database where companies will regularly post their graduate opportunities free of charge, and we can then advertise that directly to you. So employers will come online and post those directly in order to attract you to them. In addition to that, we have a number of employer events running throughout the year, and I'll tell you a little bit about that now in a second. And on top of that, we will have a variety of other careers education workshops, potentially on CVs, interviews, application forms, psychometric tests, and we'll run those sorts of sessions throughout the year. We also work very closely with your academic department, and where we can, we will integrate that kind of work into your programs. And you'll also find on the platform a wide range of other career planning resources on where else to source graduate vacancies, our mentoring program, how to make applications, and a variety of other resources that you will find really, really useful. I mentioned just now the opportunity to book an individual appointment online. And there are two specific types of careers appointments available. There's a 30-minute careers interview with a careers consultant, and those can be used for a variety of things, such as talking through future career plans, maybe where to look for potential opportunities. You may have an interview coming up soon and you would like some practice, so there's a variety of things that you can use that 30 minutes for. The other appointment is a 20-minute CV review appointment, and you can book that again online. Use that time to review your CV, assess it, make suggestions on how we can change it and make it as good as possible. Now at the moment, all our careers consultations and careers interviews are being carried out virtually through Microsoft Teams. That's been really helpful, and we've been able to do that all summer, so you might see us on a screen rather than face-to-face on most occasions. However, everyone on joining the university will have access to Office 365, and Microsoft Teams is available on that platform, and that's been working really quite well. So you book your appointment online, and then we can actually run that appointment online virtually as well. In the past, Heriot-Watt has had a really good reputation of having excellent links with employing organisations and graduate recruiters, and that's going to continue into this year. So we have a number of employer events that run during the year. Our biggest event of the year happens actually in October, so that's something to have a look for and make sure you have that in your diary. The major careers fair will have a variety of different engineering and business related companies on campus, and they're there to try and promote the company to you and try and promote the opportunities that they will be having for when you graduate. Companies will also do a number of recruitment presentations throughout the year. Quite often that's been in the early evening. But we also have a variety of breakfast and evening networking events where companies are looking at smaller groups of students as they go along, as well as a variety of insight into different industry talks during the year. Now again, given the particular circumstances that we find ourselves in at the moment, not all of those events are necessarily going to happen on campus. So we have the facility to run these events virtually if that's what employers would prefer, or if that's what the guidelines tell us. So our major careers fair in October, we're hoping to run in the Orium Sports Centre. However, we already have a virtual platform available, and we're in the position where we can run that major careers fair and company presentations virtually where we can't potentially run them on campus. So there's always the opportunity to make sure you continue to have contact with employing organisations, irrespective of whether they'll be on campus or not. And we use that Grad Futures platform that I mentioned to view the events and to book your place on any events. So it's all done through that one Graduate Futures portal. So really, just to finish up, I wanted to give you some points to remember. And the most important, I think, is that graduate vacancies are going to be advertised very soon with a number of very early closing dates. So positions do get advertised from early September, and I know only starting in September in the program, it means that you've got to do things very early, but it's really important that you don't miss out on what could be a fabulous opportunity just because you didn't do things early enough. So as well as those vacancies being advertised early, careers events will start early. So you'll see that major careers fair that we mentioned in October. So there's lots of things will happen during that first semester that you need to make sure that you're involved in. For those of you who are considering doing further study past your masters, Obviously, early applications are needed if you're looking for scholarships and for other studies overseas. So quite often the application processes are quite early for those as well. So it's important just to be mindful of that. Now that's not to say all your recruitment is going to be done very, very early. Smaller, medium-sized companies will continue to advertise throughout the semester and into semester 2 and beyond that. So it's not that everything is going to have to be done very, very early within the first semester, but it's very, very important so that you don't miss out those that do. And that's the message that I would like to take away with you. Finally, the careers team are available all year round to help. You'll see that the career service web page has been on the bottom of all my slides so far. So if you need access to the web page, you can do it that way. Or remember, you've got that My HWU student portal, and there's a link to our Grad Futures portal on there where you can get access to all of the information that you need and all the contact details for the careers advisors, careers consultants, and our employer liaison team. So finally, all I would like to say is a very big welcome again to Heriot-Watt University. I hope that you have a fabulous time during your master's programs. I hope that your studies go really, really well. And remember that the team in Careers and Graduate Futures is here to support you right the way through into the next steps that you'll take within your career. So thank you very much for your time.